time to introduce Olympian Eric Venn.
I just got back from China, and that is it's a strange country, but I'll tell you, it's people were super nice. But I was looking at the country, and before we went over there, the USOC told us, they said, be prepared to have your phone calls monitored, your emails read. And when I was over there, I heard the cabs were mic'd, and I kept on hearing all these things about, just dictatorship. And I just came back and I said, thank God I don't live there. But then I realized they read my emails, they listen to my phone calls, and in reality, we're just one terrorist attack away from martial law. And that's the scariest thing. And I remember when I first came on the international scene, America would go around with so much pride and so much conviction, and we would proudly wear the stars and stripes inside of our bags when we were traveling. We would travel in USA team gear, and there was a sense of pride. And that was in 2000. I remember looking around the Olympic Village, seeing hundreds and hundreds of American flags throughout the Olympic Village in our section. Fast forward to 2004, post-Iraq invasion, post-Afghanistan, post-9/11, we weren't even allowed to fly flags. And in a way, I felt shameful. And we were sitting there, fearful, shameful in the corner. And that's not how I wanted to feel. I wanted to feel proud. I wanted to feel proud about my country again. The two Democrat, Republican, are you kidding me? They're the same people. The only people that are different are the people sitting in this room. And we gotta change. But what we gotta do right now is carry on and become a dominating force. We gotta have people stand and run on long-haul platforms. We gotta continue this momentum that we have, because this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Guys, thank you very much. Continue the movement.
Serve my country today as a member of Iraq Veterans Against the War, Veterans for Peace, and the Campaign for Liberty. I'd like to take a second to recognize the veterans in the room. If you would please stand, and any active duty service members, please stand. It is our responsibility now to resist tyranny civilly while we still can.
When I look at the United States being turned into East Berlin, it is not the country that I served when I was in the military. And let me say this for a moment. For those that doubt whether I have the right to say what I say, my father was a World War II veteran. My mother was a World War II veteran. How many people can say their mom served as a nurse in North Africa? My brother's a Vietnam veteran, as am I. So I think my family has earned the right to speak in what's supposed to be a free country. Number one, why has the United States Department of Justice not charged Osama bin Laden for 9/11? Now, they charged him when he blew up our embassy in Africa in '98. Why the biggest terrorism act in history have they failed to officially charge him for? Why have they not convened a grand jury, presented their evidence, and got an indictment?
There is no evidence.
Second, go to the internet and go to the FBI website and go to their international list of top 10 terrorists. You will see bin Laden there. Bring his name up and his picture. Amazingly, all the charges, the embassy of '98 and all this other stuff is all listed. But ironically, nothing on 9/11. Nothing. Now, when the FBI was pressed as to why 9/11 wasn't included, their response was, we don't have enough evidence. Now, people, if you're like me, that is extremely disturbing. We've fought 2 wars, we've changed our entire foreign policy, and we've had the Patriot Act put on us, all supposedly because of Osama bin Laden. Well, I think we should have to charge, aren't you innocent in this country until proven guilty? Well, as distasteful as that is, he deserves the same thing. He needs to be charged. Why is he not charged if he did it? I'm down to 4 minutes. They got the clock timer here, so we'll start winding it up. But again, I leave you with those 2 thoughts to think about. To think about a moment. Why has that not happened? Why did we have a president who stonewalled any investigation of 9/11 for over 2 years? Well, all I'm saying is that the truth lies with us, ladies and gentlemen. We are the people of the United States of America. If we have a terrible media, it's our fault. Because we should hold them to a higher standard and demand more from them. I am not a Democrat. And I am not a Republican. And I say that very proudly today because I think these 2 parties are destroying our country. We are now over $9 trillion in debt. And who is responsible for this $9 trillion debt? The Democrats and the Republicans are responsible. And what solution are they offering? None. Nothing. You don't hear one word in these debates about the debt. Why? Because they're equally responsible and it's indefensible. It is indefensible. What are we made to do? We're made to pick the lesser of 2 evils. In the words of the late, great Jerry Garcia of the Grateful Dead, Jerry always said if you're made to pick the lesser of 2 evils, it means you're still picking evil. I mean, look what just happened. The Democrats gutted the 4th Amendment. They gave the president the right to wiretap you, read your emails, and do all of that stuff. It's called illegal search and seizure. Just as the First Amendment gives us the right to free speech. Well, let's remember this. It isn't popular speech that must be protected. Popular speech doesn't need protection. It is unpopular speech that you protect.